Hello, this is Victor, and I want to make this video to give my opinion of the situation of 40K today. Yeah, I know that there is a lot of complaints because we have received a lot of releases and new types of data leads. We have also escalation, and we have a stronghold assault, and maybe we have a lot of overwhelming. People feel overwhelmed because we are receiving a lot of supplements and new additions to the rules. But on the other side, I think this is one of the best moments in 40K. So now we have a lot of choices. We can play from a skirmish game, like kill teams, to very, very big battles, playing Apocalypse, and we can play anything in between. So it's up to you, I think, to decide how big you want to play in the game. I know that from a lot of veteran players have been a big change in 40K. There was a time where it was feasible to buy all the supplements that Games Workshop was releasing, but today is maybe too much expensive to keep track of all the new releases, and you have to invest a lot of money. So my suggestion is we have to be choiceful in that time. So we have to decide how big we want to play, what we want to play, and where we want to invest our money in this hobby. Also, you have to think how long you want two games to be. For example, if you want just to play for 30 minutes, 1 hour, you can play very easily Kill Teams. It's going to be a fast game where any minute will have a lot of importance. If you want to play longer games, you can go up in points and play standard games, or even go up to one weekend and play Apocalypse. You can also be choiceful in what supplements or what additions you want to play with. So you can agree with your friends, okay, for this battle, we are not going to use allies or anything that is optional in the organization flowchart. Or you can play with everything, or you can say, okay, we want to play without super heavy vehicles. So it's up to you to decide how big the battle you want to play. If you are starting in 40K, I will recommend you to play escalation leagues, for example. So you can start with very small teams and then start collecting over time to collect a big force like the one you see in the picture. But I can tell you, the force you can see in this picture is a collection after 5 years. One thing I do today to limit my expense and not to buy all the new releases is I only buy things when I have time to paint them. So if I don't have time to assemble and paint them, I don't buy them until I have this time. In that way, I only buy what I will be able to field. I also have to say that I don't field anything on the battlefield if it's not painted, as I have so many miniatures painted that I think it's a waste if I put miniatures that are not painted. If you have two armies, you can also use allies to compensate if your army is not up to date. For example, I have my Space Marines that don't have any aircraft. So in that case, I will use my Imperial Guard that have one Vendetta to support the Space Marines. But I still have army, for example, that don't have any anti-aircraft, or any flyer. For example, my Renegade Guard, and I keep using them. I don't have. Yeah, I know it's a weakness, but I will face this in the battlefield. What I want to explain here is I try to keep myself out of the tide of the new releases from Games Workshop, and I try to focus on enjoying the part of the hobby that I like. So I keep painting the miniatures I have pending to be painted, and I only buy when I need no miniatures and I have time to paint them. I don't get crazy to try to buy all the new stuff that Games Workshop is releasing. So what I want to say is play the game on the size you feel comfortable and don't feel obliged to invest in all the miniatures at once or to invest in all the new releases from Games Workshop. For example, if you want to play kill games, you don't have to buy super heavy vehicles or flyers. You can focus on just painting 10 to 20 miniatures to play in kill teams. If you like to play 1000 points, you need neither to add super heavy vehicles because they will drag a lot of points. So wrapping up that video, what I want to say to you is play the game at the size that you feel comfortable. For example, with Dark Vengeance, you can play a lot of time only with that set. You can start playing the missions that are in the Dark Vengeance set. You can use these miniatures to create kill teams, and then you can grow up the army very little from very little, and then start escalating it up. So use the supplements you feel comfortable with. Play the game size that you feel comfortable with. Don't feel obliged to field all the new things that Games Workshop is releasing. And if you cannot couple with everything, be choiceful, but don't feel overwhelmed. I think it's good to have all these choices that we didn't have in the past. For me, it's a very healthy moment for 40k. But if you feel that you cannot couple with everything, just be choiceful and play where you feel comfortable and where you can play well. So that's all for this video. I hope my opinion is making sense to you. If you have completely a different opinion, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very glad to listen opinions from other people. Thanks a lot for watching this video. See you again later. Bye!